What's up, fantasy football fans? Today we're diving into one of the most underrated edges in fantasy, wide receiver performance versus man and zone coverage. Thanks to PFF's data, we can see who thrives against different defensive looks, and more importantly, how those matchups play out in Week 3. We'll break down who's a must-start, who's a sneaky sleeper, and which big names could disappoint depending on coverage tendencies. Stick around to the end where I'll give you my top 3 WR upgrades and top 3 fades for this week. Quick refresher, man coverage means receivers must win their routes one-on-one. This favors sharp route runners, big-bodied contested catch guys, and deep threats. Zone coverage tests patience and chemistry. Receivers who find soft spots and QBs who can progress through reads shine here. Understanding which defenses lean man or zone lets us project WR opportunities more accurately than just looking at overall defense rankings. Let's start with receivers dominating man coverage through 2 weeks. DeAndre Hopkins, Tennessee Titans. The veteran is off to a hot start, ranking as the most effective WR versus man coverage so far. In Week 3, he gets another man-heavy defense, which sets him up for WR1 upside. If you drafted Hopkins as a mid-tier option, congratulations, this is the matchup you wanted. Alec Pierce, Indianapolis Colts. Pierce has been sneaky. Against man coverage, he's seeing higher target rates, especially on deep shots. Week 3 lines him up against a defense that struggles on the boundary. He's not a locked-in starter, but in DFS or deeper leagues, he's the kind of boom or bust flex that can swing a matchup. Donta Thornton, Las Vegas Raiders, another deep threat. Thornton has been highly targeted on vertical routes versus man. The matchup this week is favorable for a couple of explosive plays. Think of him as a DFS dart throw. One big catch could pay off. Now let's talk zone coverage killers. Marvin Harrison Jr. Arizona Cardinals against zone. Harrison has been the clear WR1, averaging over 16 fantasy points per game. The problem? He's facing the 49 ERs, who run zone at a high rate and are allowing the fewest yards per target from zone coverage. Volume will still be there, but temper your expectations. He's more of a WR2 this week, not a locked-in WR1. Slot specialists in general tend to eat against zone. Guys like Keenan Allen, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Tyler Lockett. They thrive on finding the gaps in coverage. So, if your lineup decisions come down to a boom or bust outside WR versus one of these slot guys, lean toward the safer zone beaters this week. Let's apply this to Week 3 specifically. Here are my top takeaways. Upgrades, DeAndre Hopkins, elite versus man, perfect matchup. Alec Pierce, sleeper deep shot play versus man. Tyler Lockett should carve up zone-heavy Seattle opponent. Fades, Marvin Harrison Jr. Still playable, but downgrade expectations versus SF zone. Drake London faces a defense that limits perimeter man wins, risky WR3. Any Miami WR not named Tyreek Hill Tua under pressure plus mixed coverages equal sign low floor for Waddle-type options. So to wrap it up, coverage matchups aren't just coach speak. They're a powerful lens for fantasy. Hopkins is a smash start. Pierce and Thornton are sneaky sleepers. Marvin Harrison Jr., still good, but this week he's more floor than ceiling. Use this lens every week to make smarter start-sit calls, especially in deeper leagues or DFS lineups. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly fantasy strategy, and let me know in the comments which WR decision you're sweating the most this week. Good luck in Week 3, may your receivers find every soft spot in coverage.